fans follow you and they'll be like, you wore that in the scene that you shot with so-and-so for this company. And then it kind of kills the fantasy a little bit. We wear the same thing over and over again.
Well,
so I put a lot of...
what is he, like the hall monitor or something? Like, you know, you shouldn't...
I understand what you're saying.
I'm just saying that's a lot of detailed, oriented porn watching.
You'd be surprised.
I am surprised.
And then I got really greedy one day just because I wanted to see what would happen. Christian Louboutins on my list.
I did that. Good for you. And did you get them?
3 pairs.
You can say anything your heart's dreaming of. But don't call it love. Call it a longing, call it a yearning. Don't call it love.
And we're on.
I'm serious.
I'm wearing my weed socks, so
Where are mine? I'm still waiting.
nothing can go wrong.
If you would buy me weed socks, everything would be fine because you are clearly in such a superior financial situation to me.
I hate this shirt.
Oh my God, why?
V-necks.
I love V-necks. They're my favorite. All right, hold on.
There's too much neck.
She's really cute.
See.
I feel like a rock star. Did you really?
Yeah. It was a
Oh Jesus, she must have been
crazy
really
time.
high.
It's not that. It's just the decision making.
No, I think
Or lack thereof.
The problem with Taco Bell is that I need time to recover from that.
Yeah. And it's specific. Some of them have better Taco Bell tacos than others.
I will tell you this, that when I was with child, I wanted a Taco Bell crunchy beef taco with sour cream every
Is it okay to call
single
her-
day.
call
I'm
her?
excited. Brooklyn Chase is hot as shit. She is. She's hot. All right, where is she? I don't see her little window.
Coming.
Hi.
Hola. Can you hear us and see us?
I can.
Hi, Brooklyn. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Leslie was just talking about you and saying how hot you were.
She's really cute. I was saying how hot you are. I was like,
She's like, Brooklyn Chase is really hot.
I'm like,
and I was like, oh,
dude.
yeah, we only do the hottest people and the most interesting. Hello.
You can't,
thank you.
You can't just be hot, though. You also have to be interesting.
Give her that pressure.
Okay, so
I know.
so I had
I'm
to.
nervous.
So wait, look, we're super excited that you're here. All right, so you have an event coming up that's kind of crazy. This this party. All right, you got to tell us about this because I'm trying to pull up the email so that I can read it. But you go faster. Go tell us about it.
You probably know about as much as I do.
Okay.
Lethal Hardcore is an awesome company, and they are doing this thing where I feel like I should pull up the flyer too.
Right, like I'm pulling it up right now. Okay.
If you join, I think the fan club, you get to go and watch. It started out, you get to watch the scene being filmed, and now I think it's turned into a party.
Yeah.
There's like 40, 50 girls and like 3 dudes.
It's
What's
crazy.
the deal with that?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite. So I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't know if there's like bleachers, like a base. I don't know. And you get to watch. And
Well, you know what?
Fingers or something. I don't know.
Erica told me, because I actually talked to her tonight, which do you not think that Erica is the coolest person ever?
I love Erica.
She's fucking awesome. I told her, because we're in Atlanta, which is no fun at all. And I mean, aside from being the strip club capital of the country, other than that, it's not a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I was like, Erica, here's what needs to happen. You just need to hire me. I need to move my family out to LA, and I just need to work for you. That's what needs to happen.
I don't think Erica makes that much money.
She was like, listen, let's talk about it. She's awesome. You picked a good one.
It.
You picked a good one. Okay, so this lethal hardcore thing, what she said was, she's like, it's kind of started out as one thing and it sort of evolved into another, and that they can't sell tickets to it, but what you have to do is you have to buy $150 worth of DVDs.
Wow.
In order to get into the party. Yes, because they can't sell tickets. And so
that's the loophole.
That's how they get in. They can't just show up.
Interesting.
Listen, they should have to buy their porn.
And exactly. Everyone should buy their porn. There's no reason.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm going to tell you this really quickly for people who don't realize this. You don't have to buy a $25 DVD every time. You can pay for your porn by subscribing to a streaming site. They still get paid. It's like $9 a month, and you get a bajillion things to watch. And whatever, $9.
And that's, I think, what a lot of, I don't know if people don't realize or don't care, that if you don't pay for your porn, then there's no money to make porn, which means there's no more porn to watch.
It's the chicken
So
and the
it's
egg.
like,
Do you
yeah,
feel
exactly.
like there's the competition has gotten more saturated in the last few years because of the availability and the access to it?
I think that there's always been a lot of saturation. I think that it's definitely harder to work, because there's just not as much money to shoot.
Even for the women, even for the girls? Because I know guys are sort of second-class citizens in porn, right? They don't get paid as much.
Well, I don't know. It depends. There's guys that definitely make more than I do.
Really?
Yeah, there's one of them.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right.
But I think, because I think there's this fine line between there's the brand new girls who, their rates are kind of not low, but they're starting out and everybody wants to shoot them because they're brand new. And then there's the girls that have been around for a while and have a little bit of a name and it gets harder to work, because.
So what do you think? I mean, you're staying pretty busy. So why are they calling you?
You've got to find that right spot where people really like you, your fans want to see you, producers want to shoot you still, and they're willing.
Right.
They're willing
Well,
to.
you have some, from what Erica told me, you have some pretty dedicated fans. She said you had a fan that came up from England to see you at the AVNs.
Wow.
He did. Yeah.
That's crazy.
He did. He came from the UK.
And so, okay, so I just have to ask, like, when somebody does that, I mean, how does that make you feel? Are you like, okay, that's incredible compliment, or that's weird and creepy, or like, I mean, is there an in between? Like, are there some?
It's definitely both. It was definitely. And he told me that he was coming. I didn't believe him.
Okay.
There's no way you're coming.
Now, I want to make sure I'm talking about the same guy. Is this the guy that has the Twitter feed that says he's like your greatest fan on the date that he met you? Same guy, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
He's
clearly very dedicated.
Erica met him before I did. As soon as I saw Erica at AVN, she was like, "Guess who's here?" But he's a very, very sweet guy. We ended up. I had a group of friends with me. He came and had lunch with us one day.
That's sweet.
Watch the red carpet with all my friends.
Who doesn't want to come to Vegas? Jesus, if you're in England or you're in, Botswana, you still want to get the hell out of where you are and go to Vegas. Everyone wants to go to Vegas. I don't even gamble.
Exactly.
I like Vegas.
Damien was there for the AVN.
I was there.
Damien was there for the AVN.
I was trying to score some footage with different people, but you know what? The audio was horrible, so I was just like, just wait and get him on here. This is actually way better.
Well, was it because it was so loud?
Yes. You know how it is, the expo halls and everything,
So was this had you been to AVN before this year?
I'm trying to find like the right angle of my camera.
I know, it's hard.
Stop. Perfect. You're good.
All right, so wait, so I want to know, so you're married, right?
Yes.
So what does that look like? You're married and you work in porn. Does he work in the industry too?
He does not.
Okay. Does he give a shit?
No. He is finishing up his graduate's degree right now. So he's like uber smart. So yeah, I mean, we've been together the entire time I've been in the industry. I think I had shot 2 scenes when we first met through a mutual friend. So we've been together the whole time.
I mean, I'm just curious because I think that's a hard thing for people to imagine, is being married and then being in that industry. Do you, and this is, listen, you can say you don't want to answer this question, but do you guys have a traditional marriage, a monogamous marriage?
We do.
Okay. All right.
We do.
So it's just work for you.
And it is. Like, I have a ton of fun doing it. But at the end of the day, he knows that he's who I want to come home to. He knows that when I finish shooting a scene, like, I can't wait to get home and, binge watch whatever TV show we're watching. And,
What are you binge watching right now?
Really boring. Right now, we're watching Breaking Bad.
Oh my gosh, I just finished it. What are you up to?
What
season?
Bitch.
You have to get that app. If you have an iPhone, you need to get that app. It's called Yo Bitch.
I'm not that into it. I know.
You're killing
crushing us. What season are you on? And then we'll know
we
if you.
watched it. I think we're at the beginning. We're either at the end of season 4 or the beginning of 5.
Well, that's the last one.
And you're not into it.
Oh God, you're
I'm
killing
supposed
me.
to be really into it by now. I know.
You know what though? If you're not, you're not, because
wants
he keeps trying to sell me on The Walking Dead, and I don't love it.
Oh, I don't watch that either.
Yeah.
I had it.
Yeah.
So wait, so my husband watches Son of Anarchy, and I don't watch it, so I have to lay in bed and like try to figure out what the fuck is going on. And all I can see is the lady from Married with Children, Peggy Gallagher, right? Or whatever the hell her name was.
Peggy Bundy.
Peggy Bundy. Yeah, and I'm like, she's like, that's like That's Christina Applegate's mom.
That's you. She can never do anything else.
My dog is named Jax.
Nice.
He's pretty fucking hot.
I named the dog, and then it took my husband until the next episode came on to be like, "Are you kidding me right now?" And I was like, "Oh, let's name him Jax," and he's like, "Okay." And then a week goes by, and the show comes on. And he was like, "You're kidding me right now, right?"
That's a cool name though. Come on.
It's not my fault it took you so long.
And that guy is fucking redonkulous. I don't even need to watch porn once I watch that. I don't even need to know what they're saying.
Isn't he English?
Yes, he's English, which makes him even better.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the fact that I didn't know it, so I thought he was kind of, not English. Which is, when you find out stuff, like when you find out that Hugh Laurie from House MD I was like, oh wow, that's not his real voice.
But isn't he Charlie Honey or something like that? What's his name? Charlie something?
Charlie Hunnam.
Thank you. And he was supposed to play Christian in 50 Shades.
That probably would have been better.
And I was so excited for that.
Listen, you know what's funny? I haven't seen 50 Shades just based on principle alone.
She shan't see it.
I haven't seen it because I was so excited about Charlie Hunnam being in it. But now that he's not, it's ruined for me.
You can't, Charlie Hunnam was the guy.
Isn't it like an unknown guy or something? Or somebody not so...
I have paid so little attention to it, and I think, honest to God,
I've paid. Listen, whatever attention you paid to it, I paid to 10,000 times less attention. But I heard it was a guy that nobody's heard of or whatever.
Station in life as a suburban mother, I feel like I'm just not going to see it just to set myself apart from everybody else. All right, so Erica sent me all these fun, interesting facts about you, Brooklyn. Things that the general public might not know. What is this Hot Movies Porn Star Tournament? Tell me about that.
Yes, the first time Hot Movies, which is awesome. It's another way to pay for your porn.
Okay.
You pay per minute, so
which is important.
Yes, you don't have to buy a membership to a specific site or like you were talking about, spend $30 on a DVD. You just stream per minute and pay. So you can just watch the good part and then turn it off and you're done. And so what they're doing for the first time is it's the Porn Star Tournament, and it's like kind of like the what is it? Don't hate me, the Sweet 16 thing.
Oh God, we don't watch sports at all, but I do know what you're talking about.
But it's that
yes, like the Final Four.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's 12,000 girls.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, there's. And so
you start over.
Try that story one more time.
Tell us one more time about the contest.
Of course, it freezes on the ugliest face ever.
No. We won't use it. We'll edit it.
Between everything, I would totally make you sound Eloquent. You'd be like, "Wow, I sound amazing."
Well, good.
Okay.
So
start over. Back to the beginning.
2.
And
go.
No, tell us about this contest. All right.
Oh, okay. Woo-ha. For the first time ever, Hot Movies is doing brackets.
Okay.
Where you get to vote for your favorite porn girl.
Okay. Like in states. Okay. The winner.
Let her finish. Jesus.
The winner.
She told me to tell her to shut up, so I'm telling her to shut up. Just shut up.
That's okay.
Not
the winner, the girl gets a cash prize and then also gets $500 donated to the charity of her choice.
Okay, so what are the criteria? What's
Are you guys gonna fight each other like in the Karate Kid or?
No.
Okay.
No, there's no mud wrestling, no Jello involved. Fans just go to hotmovies.com / porn tournament.
Okay.
And they can
right
vote.
Yes.
You find your girl in whatever. It's like east, west, north, south, or whatever.
And it is just to be clear, it's hotmovies.com / Pornstar Tournament 2015.
But what do they do?
Pornstar Tournament 2015.
Yeah. Is it like a fantasy football league? Like you pick your favorite 5 girls and see how they do, or are you guys going to do any challenges? Or I'm confused.
No, you just vote.
Okay.
Vote.
It's just a tournament. Just a tournament. Who's the best?
She doesn't need a fucking challenge. Narrow it down, and they narrow it down, and they narrow it down, and then it comes down to 2. All right, so
then do they face off in a gladiator style to the death, or what's the last final?
I'm sure you could write Hot Movies a letter and see if you could get that added.
So I always do lots and lots of research before I interview people because I don't ever want to have an unintelligent sounding conversation. So of course I was obligated to go online last night and watch a tremendous amount of your porn. And my husband and I decided that we really like your what is it called? Real Life? That series?
Uh-huh.
I think that's fucking awesome. Why didn't somebody think of that a long time ago? This real life thing, and you're like, I don't even know the guy's name, and I tried to Google it because I couldn't figure out the guy's name. He's got like a beard, a mustache, and kind of reddish hair, and you guys are in the car, and then you're in the hot tub, but it's this like real life series, and we were like, this is good. We like this. This works for us. This is
And you know what's funny about that is it was shot entirely on GoPros.
I know, because they kept getting shots of him holding the GoPro.
Now, what is it about the GoPro that's so that makes it so like unique? Is it because it does look like?
Just a cool. That's a cool one because it's so. I mean, it was just me and him. Normally, there's a camera guy and there's somebody holding the boom mic and there's someone. You know, there's a bunch of people. For that shoot, it was me and Ryan Madison.
Is that okay? Thank you for telling me his name because I couldn't find it anywhere.
Ryan Madison. There's shots of us at a restaurant. We literally went to lunch and got some drinks.
It was funny as shit. It was great.
You know,
I loved it.
Drove around in his car and you know, there was like 3 or 4 GoPros set up around the hot tub and it was just, it was real, you know, there wasn't.
It looked real. And that's my whole thing is that I hate bad porn. Bad porn drives me crazy. Like, because here's the thing. What makes porn bad is, in my personal opinion, when the girl is not into it and you can tell it's robotic and you can tell it's just, I'm fucking for a camera. There's nothing hot about that. It's not interesting to me. It's not exciting to me. Like, why would I want to watch that? But when somebody's fucking on camera and they're really into each other and they are really getting off, that's what makes it fun to watch.
Yes. And I feel like there's a few different scenes between Ryan Madison and myself that they're really, we have really good chemistry together. We actually, Ryan's wife is Kelly Madison.
Oh, did not know
who
that.
is
That plot just thickened.
she's inducted into the Hall of Fame this year. Ryan and I did a movie together, and the next time I saw her, she said, "Congratulations on your engagement to my husband," because that's what that video looks like. It looks like your engagement video. Good chemistry.
And we were just talking to Phil Varone. Do you know who Phil Varone is?
Name drop.
A month or two. Okay, so Phil Varone's a drummer, and he just started his own agency, and he's got a bunch of people that he's repping now, and we had him on before you, and we were talking about how some people just don't understand that you can have sex without love and love without sex, and that you can have somebody that you have this amazing chemistry with, and then you're like, see you later, have a nice day, like, hopefully we'll get to work again sometime. I mean, that's it.
Absolutely.
And a lot of most people don't, they just don't, they don't get that. So...
You know, and it doesn't mean just because, you know, I work with Ryan and we have awesome chemistry, we have great sex, and then we go home to our spouses and, you know, and that's it. It doesn't mean, you know, it's just sex.
Right.
But just because it's just sex doesn't mean you can't enjoy it.
Yeah. So do you prefer doing stuff like that that's unscripted, or do you like doing the stuff like, okay, so the thing that I watched that I have to tell you something, this made me like you so much. It fucking cracked me up. The Mario Brothers thing where you're the princess and Kieran Lee. Because here's the thing. It wasn't like the sexiest, hottest porn I ever saw in my whole life. But it was so funny. And you guys were great. Like, you were just like, we don't take ourselves too seriously. You know, we fuck for a living. It's funny. Like, about it.
Well, it should be it should be a happy place, a porn set. Shouldn't
was that
be
fun?
Filled with tears and
It was a lot of fun. And Kieran Lee is hilarious.
Yes.
And Marco Banderas, who is the other guy, is absolutely hilarious. We did them together, and it's just like, I don't know how we even got through the day.
I was going to say, like, are there like outtakes of you guys just cracking each other up?
Oh, I'm sure. They're just, you know, especially you get them in their stupid little costumes with their mustaches, and they're just...
The fact that they were fucking you with their costumes on, and the only part of their body that was showing was their
dicks.
cock. I mean, it was so... And they're like hopping around. They didn't break character the whole time. Funny.
the edit didn't break
Well,
character.
and one of them would do something, and then the other one would, you know, Kieran's really tall, and Marcus isn't, and so it was like, you know, Kieran would jump in that little green tubey thing, and then Marcus would get in, and he couldn't reach, and it was a lot of fun.
To me, it totally translated on screen. I loved it.
Yeah.
And I sent it to Damien. I was like, you have to watch this. I said,
I'll put some stills up of it.
I said, even if all you watch is the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes, I'm like, those are hilarious.
See, I had already seen that. I had a browser subscription a year ago.
I underestimate him.
So there you go.
I've got the costume still up in my closet.
So do you have like any one scene or movie that you did that you remember that's like your most just favorite, best one ever?
I just did a scene very recently with Shane Diesel. Just came out. It's called for a movie called Who's Your Daddy Now 3. And it was
Are you okay? Like, any internal bleeding?
Walk after, yes.
Do you know who she's talking about?
I don't.
Okay, well,
Googling,
I need to. Yeah, you need to.
I'm Googling
you need to look it up. Look it up.
Listen, I'm Googling.
Otherwise, you're not
going to
get. You're not going to get the story.
Okay, wait. I'm Googling Shane Diesel as we speak. Go on.
Sometimes you finish a scene and you're like, that was okay. And that scene with Shane was one of those ones where we were so into it. It turned out really well. And when it was over, I was like, that's probably one of the best scenes I've ever filmed.
Okay. And
not only was it amazing because if you've Googled Shane yet,
I'm working on it.
I knew she has to know what we're talking about here before she can.
it's sort of an important part of the story.
Essentially, he has a third leg. Right? Is that
Is
pretty?
he bigger?
So, yeah, that made it great just as it was. But he's really nice, and we had good chemistry. And normally I'm not into the, call me daddy thing because I have a daddy, and so that weirds me out. But in that scene, I was really into it, and it turned out really well. It's recent, and it's one of my better scenes.
Yeah, no, he's huge.
But there's definitely days.
Jesus. I honestly, we were talking Jada Stevens.
Name drop.
And I mean, there was something I had seen when he was pulling out of her. It was like it just kept going and going and going and going. And I said to her, I was like,
it's like a clown car.
I'm like, I just worry. I was like, I just hope you're okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's a lot.
I mean, okay. Is it?
I think she's like, enough said.
Okay, that's all I needed to hear. Because I second guess myself. I'm like, I don't know. These girls, they've really got something different than what I have. But if sometimes that's too much for even you, then it makes me feel better.
I mean, there's not. I've done my share. I've done my 11-man interracial gangbang.
Does that make you nervous though? Before you do something like that, like how do you feel before you do that?
Do they come in and talk to you? I heard that they come in and say, "Hey, they want to introduce themselves and make sure that you feel comfortable and all this." Is that really how it is with all of them, or?
Oh, absolutely. Beforehand what you're going to do, who you're going to work with.
Okay.
If it's something that you're not comfortable doing, you don't do it. There was a time supposed to be shooting an anal scene, and I was like, that is not fitting.
Wow.
Where you want to, that's not, I'm sorry, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And,
that would, but when you do that,
and what do they do? What do they do at that point? Do they just, they shut down the production, or they call someone else, or?
We shot just a vag scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Regular sex scene.
So basically, the directors.
I was like, I can put that in. Yeah, that'll fit in my vagina. It's not going anywhere else.
So the directors have a little bit of flexibility, is what you're saying.
Oh, absolutely. And sometimes there's positions. Listen, having sex on a desk is the worst. I know that it looks
I've
cool,
done it. It's not that comfortable.
but it's the worst. And so, sometimes you're just like, look, I gotta move. Like my arms sleep, or like my elbow, you know what I mean? Like my knees, you move. In general, directors, producers are extremely, extremely flexible.
I have to tell you that we have not talked yet to a single person who has fulfilled the stereotype of the adult industry. And I think for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, and Damien laughs at me all the time. I'm like, I don't know why, but I've decided that it is my purpose in life to show the world that porn people are people too. I'm like, I don't know why this is my flag that I'm carrying, but it is, because it's so interesting to me that people pigeonhole people. They make assumptions about people based on all kinds of things. It could be the way they look, or their race, or where they're from, or whatever. But the assumption is that people who are in the adult industry are stupid and didn't have any other options, or are somehow damaged. And while I can't see inside anybody's head, know exactly what's going on, we've talked to you about 10 people so far. Not a single one of those people has fulfilled that stereotype, and you're number 11. So I don't know. I think there's something to be said for that.
I completely agree. There definitely are some of those people.
Right.
But for the most part, it's women that have, a lot of us are married. Mm-hmm. A lot of girls have kids and families and lives. Some people have other jobs.
Right.
We do this because it's fun. We do this because we enjoy it.
Well, and there's not that many people that are able to do it. It's a small segment of the population that can kind of, especially women, that can kind of own their sexuality and be okay with the idea of selling it as a commodity and have no judgment for themselves. Because that's not what our culture tells us.
Right.
And so
but I think the overwhelming majority of girls in this industry are normal people. Mm-hmm. I remember I heard somebody was talking once, a director was talking once, and he goes, one of my friends is here visiting. And he was like, dude, I think I saw a porn star. And the guy said, well, what was she wearing? And he goes, oh, she was in this little dress and these like really tall heels. And the director was like, no, that's not a porn star. If she was in Uggs and sweatpants,
right,
then she might have been a porn star. Because people think that we walk around all day long, dressed to the nines. And it's like, I barely took my pajamas off. Like, I put on makeup for you.
You know what? You didn't have to. Listen, let me tell you something.
No, I'm saying it's a sweet gesture of her to do that. She doesn't have to do that, but it's
Brooklyn,
nice.
here's the deal. I finally figured this out, right? So I have on this cute top, right? It's cute, fun top. My boobs are hanging out. It's very cute. And with that, we have the Target yoga pants and my my Uggs, because you know what I finally figured out after about 6 months? Nobody can see me from the neck down. So what the fuck difference does it make?
See, and I go run errands and people can see me and I still don't care.
Yeah, like, who cares? Oh my
you know
God.
what I mean? It's just it's funny that this guy's like, oh, I saw this girl in this little spandex, and we're like, no. She was not a porn star.
I do have to ask you though, isn't there like an awful lot of maintenance that goes into always being camera ready? I'm just saying.
Sometimes I'm like, what if somebody recognizes me and they're like, oh. But the guy at the UPS store, I swear, that poor man, where I get my wish list items all sent. He sees me at my worst every single day.
All right, let's talk about this wish list thing, because we've been wondering about this. How many things are coming in? I mean, like, really? Every day you're just getting Amazon shit from like every day?
Well, yeah, it depends. I just had my birthday, so it's been a pretty good month so far. It's just, fans like to show their appreciation.
No, I'm saying it's awesome. I'm wondering how I can get in on the deal, but I don't. What do you put on your list? Do you have like some really high dollar item stuff, and then you have like the smaller things?
Is it like a wedding registry? There's something
for everyone?
It is.
It's totally like a wedding registry.
Generally, I usually put cheap stuff on there. Like bras and panties, because a girl, you can only wear a certain bra and panty for 2 scenes. And then fans will recognize it, and so you got to throw it away. So
fans will recognize the panties.
They do.
That is, I haven't reached that fandom yet.
I have to say something. I would totally notice that because I'm a woman.
Really?
Yes. Because here's what's happening in my head. Just newsflash. This is what's happening. The porn starts. You're like, she's hot. Whatever. Oh my God, that bra is so cute. I love those panties. Those panties. Oh, I wonder where she got that. And then you go back to the sack.
Well, see, and then
that's how girls think.
And there's your fans. Follow you and they'll be like, you wore that in the scene that you shot with so-and-so for this company, and then it kind of kills the fantasy a little bit when you're like, she wears the same thing over and over again.
Well,
so I put a lot of
what is he, like the hall monitor or something? Like, you shouldn't
I understand what you're saying. You're selling a fantasy to people.
No, I get it. I'm just saying that's a lot of detailed oriented porn watching.
You'd be surprised.
I am surprised.
But there's a lot of those kind of things, bras and panties, jewelry, little tops. Right. And then I got really greedy one day just because I wanted to see what would happen, and I put some like Christian Louboutins on my list.
I just like that you admitted that. Good for you.
That's nice.
I was like, I wonder what would happen if I put these on.
And did you get them?
3 pairs.
Okay, so right now you could do like I wonder what would happen if I put blah 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 on. Like you could say
now
that.
I'm like, I wonder if you can put cars on your wish list.
Yeah, you should.
There you go.
There might be somebody expecting some sex in exchange for a car. More than just a cut.
Dude, Sultan of Brunei can send you a fleet of cars and it just be like, oh, this have some cutters.
On your Amazon list.
So let me ask you a question, because I was talking to Erica about this earlier, which I love her, and was talking to her about, oh my God, I just completely lost my fucking train of thought.
Erica Icon from the Rub PR while Leslie gets her thoughts back.
Erica Icon
yes,
is amazing.
Thank you. I got it. I pulled it back.
See?
So we were talking, she mentioned how smart you are. She said she's so smart. And I said, yeah, it's kind of funny. Like that kind of comes across to me. She doesn't seem like a stupid girl. I mean, I don't know what she's really like, but she doesn't seem that way. And I said, I think that the landscape has really changed. I think I said, maybe I'm wrong because I'm not in the industry, but it looks to me like in order to really be successful, you can't just do porn. You have to do custom videos, and you have to do webcamming, and you have to do selling your panties, and you have to do Instagram and Twitter and have your own website where you have exclusive content. Like, the girls that are really doing well are hustling.
Right.
Right. And it's because the people that you really, the way you really make money is the people that like you.
Right.
You know, there's porn fans, and then there's Brooklyn Chase fans.
Right.
And those are the fans that are going to give you longevity.
Okay.
If somebody doesn't care, you know, the people that are my diehard fans are going to stick with me when I'm, you know, not shooting anymore and doing whatever.
Right.
If somebody's just a porn fan, they could care less when I'm gone. So you really have to work hard to build a name, to build your personal fan base.
Do you think Twitter is a big part of that?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not a big social media person just in general.
Right.
Like, it'll be days and I'll be like, oh shit, I should probably tweet something. But I don't think
This
about
is what
it.
I try to tell her, because we have, you know, when somebody follows you can send a direct message, and we have a few messages out to do some shows, and she'll just be like, they're not messaging us back. I'll just be like, they probably haven't even logged on to Twitter. Not everybody is the same as us.
Though, Brooklyn, if she logged on and had a message for me, I bet you she would respond.
Yeah, and I do just respond to some people. But it depends, too. Like, I haven't been on my Twitter all day. Or when I went on earlier, I was like, I haven't been all day. There's so many messages to look at that it's like...
Well, but the only messages you're going to get are from people that are following you. Or that you're following. You can't get a DM from somebody that you're not following.
Yeah, so they're just people that you just don't feel like talking to?
Listen, all I'm saying to you is that if you had discussed with someone and had an actual conversation with them about doing their show, and you got multiple DMs from them, when you eventually respond, even if it was to say no thank you, even if it was to say, I don't think it's right for me, no thanks.
I absolutely would.
Because she has
manners. I like how you're airing your dirty laundry on Brooklyn Chase's podcast.
Because Brooklyn has class, and she fucking has manners, and she wouldn't do that.
She definitely won't now.
You better
I will respond to you, I promise.
No, listen, I think that this is like any other industry, and I think what social media has done, and Twitter especially, is very interesting to me, because I did not understand Twitter prior to getting involved in this whole podcasting thing. It made absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. And now I completely understand it. It's a way for people
it's huge.
To interact with someone who otherwise seems completely untouchable and totally unreachable.
Right. It's you know, you've got that person that I don't want to say idolize, but, you know, if I was to be Justin Timberlake and he was to write me back, I would probably die.
Right.
Because that's somebody that I really, really like.
Right. And that you respect.
I mean, what other avenue in my life will I ever be able to actually have any sort of connection with him? You know what I mean?
Right.
So Twitter is a way for fans to connect with someone that they like, on a way that they never, ever, ever, ever could.
Well, and it's really smart marketing too, because we were talking about this with Mind Freak, about how, you know, when you make people feel like you're paying attention to them and like you really actually care what they think, which I think a lot of these people actually do care, it makes those fans even more dedicated and more loyal, which ultimately is good for everybody.
Right.
So it's interesting, because celebrities in mainstream media don't really do that. Some of them might every now and then just pick like a tweet to respond to, or some random Instagram comment. But for the most part, they really don't. And I think that's why a lot of people connect with all the porn stars and go to all these conventions and follow you and whatever. I think that's probably why.
This guy.
And that's one of something that I didn't know until I never understood how diehard porn fans are.
They're pretty dedicated.
So somebody traversed the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Who's that?
The guy that came from England.
What guy came from England?
Wasn't there a guy that came from
fan.
England?
What's that?
What are you, fucking mental?
Me?
Yes. Didn't she say you had a fan come from England?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I'm
my
so
God.
Sorry. Brooklyn, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. We'll edit that out. No, I'm kidding. This guy, Jamie Doman, looks a lot like Ashton Kutcher. He's the guy from the 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh,
and I can't figure it out if he's good looking or not. I think he's just sort of stock.
Yeah, he's
Like,
a good-looking guy, but
I know, but he's not that guy from the Sons of Anarchy. That would have been a good
and
pick.
that's my problem. Is that now that's who I picture is Charlie Hunnam, and once I get him in my head, there's just nothing. There's no going back.
He's really. But here's the thing, like something like what's sexy to me about him is him and the character that he plays on that show.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something about that. Like he's so badass.
Well, he was
And
sexy
hot.
in Pacific, though.
See, I never saw that. I don't watch a lot of TV.
Oh.
I'm sheltered.
I just think he's hot.
He is
Hot.
really hot. I'm not going to disagree with you there.
Okay.
Pretty fucking hot.
You
All
guys are
right.
funny.
What? I mean, he is. So, because I read somewhere that you said that somebody asked you about doing girl, and like, were you bisexual? And you said in the interview, you were like, when I first started doing it, I was just sort of going through the motions, and now I'm really kind of more into girls the more I do this. But is it still just a sex thing for you, or would you consider yourself to be bisexual? Like, I think there's a difference between people that have relationships with women and people who fuck women.
Right. No, I could never see myself in a relationship with a woman.
I'm just curious.
No.
But so do you have a preference? Would you rather do boy girl or girl, or is it all the same to you?
I prefer doing boy girl.
Okay.
Because even though, and that is very true. When I first started doing girl, it was, the only time I've ever been with a girl in my entire life was on camera.
Right.
And
Isn't that kind of weird, though?
yeah. I mean, my very first time ever.
Wow. What movie was that? Do you remember what it was?
It was for Penthouse. I don't remember what it was called.
Okay, because I'm gonna go looking for it. All right, go on.
It was, but now that I sort of feel like I know what I'm doing at least a little bit,
Right.
It's more fun,
Right.
But boy girl is more comfortable to me. It's what I know. It's what I've done most of in life.
Well, and it's funny because some women are actually more girl than they are boy girl. They're more comfortable in that arena.
Yeah. I'm more comfortable. I really enjoy doing girl, but boy girl is sort of. I love it.
All right, so you're not bringing any hot girls home for your husband anytime soon. That sounds like.
That's not
I
happening.
think he asked nicely. I mean, he can if he really wanted to, he could. We could discuss him. I don't know.
It has been a non-issue so far. So.
It has right exactly.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? What do you like? Are you gonna keep doing what you're doing for a little while, or do you have like some sort of big master plan for world domination?
Well, first I'm gonna start with porn domination.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot. I want to shoot as long as people want to look at me.
I think you're okay for a while.
Yeah, you got some
Which
years.
I just turned 30, so I don't know.
You do not-
30?
Yeah, well, you don't look 30. You look like you're in your early 20s.
Like 25, yeah, at least.
In porn years, though, that's like porn years are like dog years. So
No, look
see.
at Veronica
Not
Avila.
dog year, but I know what you're saying. Because actually, Jada Stevens thinks she's on the tail end of her career, and I'm like, really? Like,
You never know. You just have to hope that people will transition into MILF with you. But
Nice.
but I would really love to direct.
Okay.
I look at like Lisa Ann or Stormy Daniels, who built a really great career for themselves performing, and then now Lisa Ann retired, but but direct and did really well for themselves that way. I love adult. I want to stay associated with adult in one way or another,
Right.
whether it's in front of or behind the camera. But I just really like the people and the atmosphere, and I love the adult industry. So that's where I'm gonna be, whether it's in front or behind of the camera.
Okay, so if you were going to shoot something right now, and it was going to be like Brooklyn Chase's, Come Chase Me, or some kind of, interesting title. Like, yeah, I know, I give away shit for free all the time on here.
You
I
haven't
swear
done
to God.
that yet?
There you go.
For real?
No.
You have to credit him now.
No, you don't. Fuck that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I need to work somewhere where they tell me what to shoot, because I'm not that creative.
It's so funny that you said that. I was just talking about
You'd have
today.
somebody write the stuff for you, and you'd come in and just shoot the angles.
Yeah, I was talking today about how I'm crafty, not creative. There's a difference. Like, you tell me what to do, and I can totally do it. But don't ask me to come up with it on my own.
Absolutely. I like throwing parties. I threw my girlfriend's baby shower, and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh,
You
this
did
is
that.
amazing."
That's so sweet.
And I'm like, I can Pinterest with the best of them. Like, I can
fucking
make
hate
shit.
Pinterest. Let me tell you something. Pinterest
I don't even understand
is the devil.
Pinterest. I don't even understand it.
Pinterest has done nothing but make me
now.
Pinterest has done nothing but make me feel like the life that I currently live is just not good enough. That's all it's done for me.
Aw, that sucks.
She knows exactly what I'm talking about. Have you
I
know
do.
one of my favorite things actually on the internet are Pinterest fail sites or Pinterest fail blogs.
They're hilarious.
Because they're
I've
so
got two of
funny.
my own too.
Yeah.
Things
What does that mean?
never, ever turn out.
Okay, so
right.
you'll go on Pinterest and there'll be, I mean, the best example I can give you is with baking and cooking,
Okay,
right?
first of all, let's just let's get just a baseline here for the people that are listening, which is not you, Leslie. What the fuck does Pinterest do? Because we have one for Jackie T's, but I couldn't tell you what it is.
Okay, Pinterest is a website that is a virtual pin board. So the idea is that, like, if you had like a bulletin board where you were pinning ideas for something, like you wanted to make, you're having a party and you're collecting recipes, you're collecting ideas, and you just keep pinning them up there. It's like a virtual version of that. You can
So
have
it's like a vision board.
yes, and you can have different. You can make different folders, and people can follow you.
Are you reading The Secret and working with the companion series while you were doing this?
Some people are crafting, and some people are like finding themselves. Seriously, it's all over the fucking place.
It's everything's on Pinterest.
Everything's on Pinterest. But there are these cooking projects that are not. They're just not humanly possible to achieve. They're not. And so people started making up these hilarious blogs where they would put a picture of what it was supposed to look like and then a picture of what they did and how it turned out. And it's funny as shit because it's like, who actually can make this look like this? Nobody.
All right, my question for you is these plots that they have. I know not the Gonzo stuff, obviously, but why is it the guy, when the girl is like coming up to the guy and hitting on him or whatever, why does he always have to act so stupidly, ridiculously shocked? And I'm not sure if this is the right thing to do, and all stiff and stuff. Why did the directors really say no? Now,
surprised.
Yeah, like Dick Driller, come in and act like you really don't want to do it. I mean, like, I don't understand why do they keep doing that same thing? Why can't it just be like the girl's hot and she's coming on him and he's like, fuck yes. Why? I just want to see that one time. I'm sorry.
Because there's a lot of guys that think it's really hot for that girl to be the aggressor.
Okay.
And the more in the beginning, the more the guy's kind of like, ooh, I don't know, the more aggressive the girl gets to be.
And see, there's a lot of psychology behind
And that
porn.
part,
I don't get that part of the psychology.
That's a big turn on for guys.
Okay.
Well, but that's because, all right, I'm going to try to find a politically correct way to say this. I don't know that you can relate to a guy that has a hard time getting somebody to have sex with them.
Well, I'll tell you, this will flip you on your ear if you go like to Costa Rica or places that have like sex tourism. Mm-hmm. And I was in Costa Rica for a seminar.
Okay.
But when you walk into one of the hotels called the Hotel Del Rey, that's where like most of the girls hang out at. It's like this. It's like walking into the club and the record skips, and it doesn't matter. And I'm walking in and like I'm literally like all the eyes are on you, and I was like very uncomfortable. I was like, this sucks. Girls must fucking hate this shit. So I sort of understand that in that small microcosm of what.
He doesn't really understand.
I said small. I said very small.
Oh. I actually said to him once, I was like, most men don't really, let me back up a little bit. I'm always talking about how, like, I'm on my fucking soapbox about how women have a right to be promiscuous and it doesn't make them a slut and you can own that, whatever. And so, he's always giving me shit about that. But anyway.
I'm not giving you shit. What are you talking about?
God damn it. Damien, you made me lose my train of thought again. This is what I do, Brooklyn. Listen, it's been a long day.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's called weed smoking. And do you participate in the cannabis?
Yeah. It's really not,
Are you a cannabis user?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No.
We found one. We finally found one.
Do you find that that's not pretty prevalent in the adult industry? A lot of people are pretty strong pot proponents.
Yes.
And
I think I feel like it's pretty prevalent in everywhere.
Yeah. So, but I mean,
It's true.
But why?
Do you live in California?
San Diego.
San Diego. A lot of people live
Nice.
there. A lot of people we've talked to live there. Yeah, no, it's interesting to me though how many people are vocal pot smokers.
Ooh.
We can hear you. We just can't see you.
Your phone is calling me, Leslie.
Hello?
My phone is? Why would my phone be calling you?
I don't know, but I just declined it.
I'm so sorry. Brooklyn, I'm sorry.
Oh.
How does your iPhone butt dial from over across the room?
It's on the floor. It's not even like...
None of the dogs are in here either.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Brooklyn, I want to tell you something. We are not really this discombobulated most of the time.
That's okay.
And I'm going to just totally pull out the 3 kids and a husband excuse. I'm just going to use it right now. I'm going to abuse it.
Right.
3 kids and a husband. Can I do that?
Yes.
Am I allowed to use that excuse at least once?
And I, of course, have no excuse for my behavior, but...
It's funny because when I was watching you the other night with my husband, I said to him, I was like, she seems really natural. Like, she doesn't seem like there's really... I think sometimes people seem very awkward and uncomfortable, and you don't. I feel fairly confident that we will probably be seeing you long after you're finished performing in front of the camera. I don't know. It's just a thing. I don't know.
Thank you. I hope so.
Well, it seems very natural to you. It's a good fit for you.
Chase me if you can or something.
Are you going to come out now?
Yeah.
You've got to have... How have you not had Chase in the title of a movie yet?
She will.
I don't know. See, I'm waiting for a company to make like just a me movie.
Oh, you haven't done a showcase yet.
Will you do me a favor then? When
You're
you
not
become a
married to it.
director, will you do one scene where the girl goes up to the guy, she's doing the thing, and then he's just like, yes! And they go right into it. There's no like trepidation and I'm...
The pizza guy's totally into it.
Right, exactly.
Damien wants to see some real life shit.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it one iota. Especially when you're talking about somebody that's really, I mean, like it's some like girl that's really unattractive and oh my God, everybody's going to find out about it.
Right? I mean, it's different things to different people. Just that's it. And, you know, they don't have a relationship or they don't have a girlfriend or...
You're going into the negative tone
No,
now.
it's not negative. And I think that's, you know, and I think people like Brooklyn who respect that and sort of are like, all right, that's cool. Like if I'm flattered by that. And that's what makes people want to keep watching you. And I think you have to have respect for all those people because there's all these different kinds of fans. There's people like me, there's people like Damien, there's people like that guy that came from England to see you. And without him, you wouldn't have a career. So
Exactly.
So I guess we got to give him props for coming over here from England.
He's a very nice guy.
I'm sure he is. So wait, we need to get you. There definitely needs to be a
Chase
showcase
series
movie.
Yeah.
Brooklyn. How do we make that happen? Should we start a petition on Twitter?
Yep.
Erica's working on it, I think.
She knows good people. Mm-hmm. She does. She'll make it happen for you.
My faith is in Erica to make it happen. I love Erica.
She's awesome. She likes you too. She's your big cheerleader. Brooklyn, will you come back and talk to us again, even though we sort of acted a little bit like nincompoops for like a minute?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be when we put your episode on, we'll be blitzing it for like a week.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing it from different platforms in different ways, and if we come up with something creative or you got some kind of idea, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Chase Me series. I mean, it's a fucking no-brainer. Come on.
We're gonna make it happen, and then we're gonna get some sort of shout out in the movie. There'll be like somebody in a corner holding up a little sign that says "Radio After Dark."
Yeah, it'll be
Justin Timberlake. I like Justin Timberlake.
I was
too.
doing the "Chase Me If You Can" thing. You didn't get it. Okay, or Tom Hanks could be in the corner jerking off.
Oh, I got it.
Much, Brooklyn. Have a great night.
Thanks, you too.
See you soon.
Bye. Take care. Thanks for tuning in to Radio After Dark. Check us out at JackieTees.com for irreverent t-shirts. Follow us on Twitter, _Radio After Dark, and on Instagram, Jackie Tees for the normal shit.
World's best t-shirts, bud.
We'll see you next time.
There's your fans that will follow you and they'll be like, you wore that in the scene that you shot with so-and-so for this company. And then it kind of kills the fantasy a little bit. We work the same thing over and over again.
Well,
So I put a lot of...
what is he, like the hall monitor or something? Like, you know,
No,
you shouldn't be...
I understand what you're
Again,
saying.
I'm just saying that's a lot of detailed, oriented porn watching.
You'd be surprised.
I am surprised.
And then I got really greedy one day just because I wanted to see what would happen. Christian Louboutins on my
I
list.
did that. Good for you. And did you get them?
3 pairs.
Can say anything your heart's dreaming of. But don't call it love. Call it a longing, call it a yearning. Don't call it love.
And we're on.
I'm serious.
I'm wearing my weed socks. So much money.
She was like, listen, let's talk about it. She's awesome. You picked a good one.
It.
You picked a good one. Okay, so this legal hardcore thing, what she said was, she's like, it's kind of started out as one thing and it sort of evolved into another, and that they can't sell tickets to it, but what you have to do is you have to buy $150 worth of DVDs.
Wow.
In order to get into the party. Yes, because they can't sell tickets. And so
that's the loophole. That's
how they get in. They can't just show up.
Interesting.
Listen, they should have to buy their porn.
And everyone should buy their porn. There's no reason.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm going to tell you this really quickly for people who don't realize this. You don't have to buy a $25 DVD every time. You can pay for your porn by subscribing to a streaming site. They still get paid. It's like $9 a month, and you get a bajillion things to watch. And whatever. $9. Where are mine? I'm still waiting.
Nothing can go wrong.
If you would buy me weed socks, everything would be fine because you are clearly in such a superior financial situation to me.
I hate this shirt.
Oh my God. Why?
V-necks.
I love V-necks. They're my favorite. All right, hold on.
There's too much neck.
She's really cute.
See.
I feel like a rock star. Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, she must have been really high.
It's not that. It's just the decision making.
No, I think
or lack thereof.
The problem with Taco Bell is that I need time to recover from that.
Yeah, and it's specific. Some of them have better Taco Bell tacos than others.
I will tell you this: that when I was with child, I wanted a Taco Bell crunchy beef taco with sour cream every single day.
I'm doing this thing where. I feel like I should pull up the flyer too.
Right? Like I'm pulling it up right now. Okay.
If you join, I think the fan club, you get to go and watch. It started out, you get to watch the scene being filmed, and now I think it's turned into a party.
Yeah. There's like 50 girls and like 3 dudes.
It's
What's
crazy.
the deal with that?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite. So I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't know if there's like bleachers, like a base. I don't know. And you get to watch. And
well, you know what?
Fingers or something. I don't know.
Erica told me, because I actually talked to her tonight. Which, do you not think that Erica is the coolest person ever?
I love Erica.
She's fucking awesome. I told her, because we're in Atlanta, which is no fun at all. And I mean, aside from being the strip club capital of the country, other than that, it's not a lot of fun. Yeah. So I was like, Erica, here's what needs to happen. You just need to hire me. I need to move my family out to LA, and I just need to work for you. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. Excited. Brooklyn Chase is hot as shit. She is. She's hot. All right, where is she? I don't see her little window.
Coming.
Hi.
Hola. Can you hear us and see us?
I can.
Hi, Brooklyn. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Leslie was just talking about you and saying how hot you were.
She's really cute. I was saying how hot you are. I was like,
she's like, Brooklyn Chase is really hot.
I'm like,
and I was like, oh, yeah, we only do the hottest people and the most interesting. Hello.
You can't just be hot, though. You also have to be interesting.
Give her that pressure.
Okay, so I had to. Nervous. So wait, look, we're super excited that you're here. All right, so you have an event coming up that's kind of crazy. This party. All right, you got to tell us about this because I'm trying to pull up the email so that I can read it. But you go faster. Go tell us about it.
You probably know about as much as I do.
Okay.
Lethal Hardcore is an awesome company, and they are